Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is One of One, but you can call me Seven, and we are back at the lab. Makise and Rintaro have brought back the IBN 5100, and it's time to figure out, well, I don't know if Daru's here, so I don't even know if they'll be able to do it, but I'm still really interested to see what happens next, so let's go. It's dark by the time we get to the lab. It's normally less than a 15-minute walk, but since Kurisu kept begging to take breaks, it ended up taking twice as long. I mean, dude, it's heavy, come on. Take it easy. We finally made it. I'm exhausted. Oh, poor girl. If he didn't complain so much about every little thing, we would have gotten here sooner. Right back at you. You stopped to take a break at least 5 times along the way. I love Rintaro's reaction sounds. They're so great. That's because I wasn't feeling well. Oh, she's genuinely worried about him. Are you okay? It's just... Shut up. God, I hate you so much. Yeah. Or I'll tear the peripheral nerves out of that arm. Holy crap. There's something wrong with this girl. Rip out my nerves? That's like something from last year's New Gen incidents. Okay, I'll shut up. He really thinks she'll do it. Let's bring the IBN 5100 into the lab. The final barrier awaits. Yeah, I'm really curious. Oh, Suzuha's bike is here. We have to ascend this rickety building's narrow staircase. Uh-oh. Shouldn't you get your friends to help? You're right. Yeah. I checked the window. The lab's lights are on. Suzuha's probably in there. Oh, never mind. Huh? Part-time warrior comes out of the Bronze Tube workshop with perfect timing. You're probably strong. What you got there? Oh, I wonder. Is she gonna be like super duper strong and just be able to carry it by herself? You know what? Oh, he didn't react to her not calling him Hyoin Kyoma. Wait, if you're just going to stand and talk, shouldn't we put the box down first? Yeah, actually, wait, this will only take a second. Well, what is it? It's an IBN 5100. No way! You found it? Wow, way to go. Nice. I wish she'd stop calling me by my full name. If she's going to do that, she should at least call me Hyoin Kyoma. There we go. Where was it? Yeah, dude, it's heavy. Put it down. Kurisu starts giving in. I'm about at my limit too. Yeah, put it down, guys. Come on. If it's heavy, it's heavy. Kurisu and I place it on the ground gently so as to not damage the contents. Dude, seriously heavy. So, where was it? Yanabayashi Shrine. You mean like a Shinto shrine? Yeah. Why was it there? Then suddenly, Suzuha looks at Kurisu. She gasps, then approaches Kurisu until they're close enough to feel each other's breath. Yes? What is it? Maki, how do you know who she is? For some reason, she stares at Kurisu with frightful intensity. You're definitely a time traveler. I know it, Suzuha. You're giving off all of the signs. Do you also know that Kurisu ends up dead in one of the world lines? Kurisu narrows her eyes in opposition. What's going on here? I can't move a muscle. The air's so thick with tension. What is it? Have I done something wrong? She just pout? Suzuha turns away and without looking back disappears into the Bronze Tube workshop. What was that? Now Kurisu demands answers from me. She works part-time at that store. Why was she glaring at me? How should I know? Did you do something to make her angry? I've never seen her before in my life. How rude. Kurisu picked a fight with me the first time we met too, but that was a hallucination, so I didn't say anything. I don't say anything. Got it, yeah. Okay. I get Daru and Mayuri to come down and help us, and the 4 of us carry the IBN 5100 upstairs. Good work, everyone. With this, we can fight. Tatakai. Who are you fighting? SERN, and the system that rules the world. If that's what makes you happy. Happy? I do not desire happiness. Have you forgotten? I am an insane mad scientist. What I desire is chaos. The time machine exists to bring chaos to the world. Come on, do the laugh. I kind of dig the laugh. I think it's really funny. Never mind happiness. You're like a junkie hyper-secreting beta endorphins. What do you mean by beta endorphins? A neurotransmitter secreted by the brain. Effectively suppresses pain and stress, producing euphoria. The effect known as runner's high can be explained by the secretion of these beta endorphins. Oh, okay. So she's just saying he's like insane. Is that what she's going with? Oh, hi Mayuri. I don't want you doing bad things, remember? This is illegal. Oh wow. I can't believe you found one. You make the impossible look easy. I certainly don't admire him. Huh? Why are they all doing that? For a moment, there was complete silence. It is all thanks to Mayushi. Thank you, Mayuri. Mayuri, oblivious as always, puffs out her chest with pride. But I don't miss Kurisu's relief sigh. She keeps dropping manga quotes. Does this mean what I think it means? Yo, she's a homie. She's a homie, guys. I think she knows. Without Mayushi's info, Okarin would still be lost on the streets of Akiba. Mayuri's right. She did well this time. Anyway, it's time for Mayushi to go home. Okay. What about you, Chris-chan? Thanks. But I'm gonna stay here a little longer. Looks like Kurisu's interested in the IBN 5100 and SERN after all. She didn't bring it all the way here with us, so that reminds me I haven't filled her in yet. You should go home before it gets too late. Yeah, someone might kill you. Yay! Mayuri waves her hand as she leaves. Bye, Mayuri. When do you think we can use the IBN 5100 to hack SERN? Well... Naru talks as he plugs IBN 5100's power adapter into the wall. He turns the machine on and the power supply begins to make a turbulent noise. Wow, it actually turned on. First, I need to learn how to use this thing. It looks like hooking it up is going to be a pain. Yeah, I can imagine. It might take a while. I can't play with this thing and search for the server admin's ID at the same time. All right, prioritize the ID search. Should you? I feel like with this thing, you should decipher what all that meaningless code is first. Oh, I say meaningless, sorry. Just used to Nier Automata. If possible, I'd like you to get the IBN 5100 ready to use this month, though. This month. Oh, well, it's the beginning of the month, so... There's still 30 days left this month. It's not gonna take that long. That's my super hacker. Oh. Got info? Have you found any leads yet? Nothing at all on my end. I've been to a lot of stores, but none of them had an IBN 5100 on display. Maybe I should have tried asking. Anyway, let me know if you found anything, Moika. We literally... we have it, Moika. We have the machine. Hey, Okabe. Wait, I want to put it down. Oh, there we go. What? I look up. Kurisu is glaring at me. What did you just call me? Yeah, I called you by your name, jerk. Why are you acting like this now? You didn't flinch when Suzuha called you your full name? And she takes a step back. Yeah, dude, what are you doing? Why are you acting all weird? Time out! Donna tries to hold me back, but I shake him off and take a step closer. Kurisu doesn't step back this time. Without taking her eyes off me, she bites her lip hard and curls her hands into fists. Why are you reacting like this? Problem? Yes, I'm younger than you, but you insist on calling me by ridiculous names like Christina and Zombie. I don't think I need to show you respect by adding san. And besides... That's not the problem? Oh yeah, she didn't use an honorific. I didn't even think about that. Oh, he's having such a reaction this time. How many times? This has happened so much. Why are you getting so angry now? Yeah, he is. He is full of himself. Ah, God, Rintaro. You're cringe, man. No. Kurisu snaps at me and turns away. Are those tears I see in her eyes? Yeah, man, because you yelled at her. Jerk. Jeez. Are you crying? I'm not crying. It's not like I was scared of you for a second there or anything, and I definitely wasn't relieved when you started talking like an idiot again, okay? Yeah, dude, you were like threatening her. You can't do that. God. She stalks over to the window and stares outside. I see her wipe her eyes with the back of her hand. Seems she was crying after all. Yeah, dude. Why is my assistant crying? She said so herself just now. She literally explained it to you. No, dude, you had such an explosive reaction compared to what you've done before. God, shut up, Daru. Well, whatever, back to checking mail. But I'm thirsty from this hard day's work, so before that I take a fresh Dr. P out of the fridge. Dr. Pepper. Just... Okay, no. I thought she wanted Dr. Pepper. Hey, aren't you gonna tell me what's going on? Yeah, we probably should. I toss the bottle to Kurisu once she turns around. Did she catch it? But fails magnificently. She picks the bottle up off the floor, then shoots me a glare. No, don't open it. I'll explain in a second. Drink that while you wait. Gee, thanks. I need to send a reply to Shining Finger. She ended up being no help at all, but I suppose I can't just say nothing. Wasn't that nice of you? Reply, I got the goods over. I sent as concise a message as possible. Cool. Now then. God, I turn back to Kurisu, but the reply comes before I can open my mouth. The goods? You found an IBM 5100? Gimme! Moika. Gimme? What nonsense is this? Sorry, but I'm not the owner. I can't just give it to you. That's true. So, I send that. And another instant reply. Ugh. Let me borrow it. Good lord, it's easy to imagine what will happen if I lend it to her. She'll disappear and I'll never see the IBM 5100 again. What are we saying? No borrowing either. You can visit our lab if you want to see it, but no touching. The address is... Yeah, there we go. Alright, she's gonna, yeah. I add the lab's address and send the mail. No more replies. She's on her way. She's sprinting. I know it. Sorry for the wait, Christina. I look up and see Kurisu drinking the Dr. Pepper. You're a fan of the duck? I see. I've lived 7 years at its birthplace after all. Oh, what, America? Excellent. We'll make great drinking buddies. I'm a minor. No, it's just Dr. Pepper, man. That's not what I meant. I meant Dr. Pepper drinking buddies. Is that all you drink? Kurisu shrugs her shoulders and takes another swig, signaling me to talk. Okay, yeah. And so I explained how Daru and I hacked into SERN, and how they've already had the LHC in operation for 9 years. Yeah, that's kind of big. And how they've successfully created mini black holes, and how it looks like they're researching time travel, and also how they haven't disclosed any of that to the world. Kurisu's expression grows more and more intense as she listens to the story. SERN certainly is acting strange, but how's the IBM 5100 involved? Yeah, he uses an IBM 5100. So? The only way to decrypt that database is to use an IBM 5100 of our own. How do you know that? I have my sources. Daru is our... Oh, right, John Titor. I totally forgot about him. We need to know more about that guy. I think it's Ritaro. I don't drop Titor's name. I have no doubt this genius girl would laugh if I did. Kurisu puts her finger to her lip, deep in thought. Setting the IBM 5100 in such a side, this is illegal. I want to see proof that CERN's really doing that sort of research. True. We didn't get any definite proof of CERN's time travel research last time we hacked them. Will it take much longer to find the server admin's account? Actually, I was just thinking about doing that. It shouldn't take more than half a day, I guess. I mean, I know this is 2009, but holy crap, man, like, you're really good at this. Oh, there you go. Is she here? Oh, that's the wrong... wrong buttons, wrong buttons, wrong buttons. Oh. So Kyoma-san, there were times you couldn't protect those important to you, weren't there? I'm sorry, but even though I don't know anything about it, imagining Kyoma-san in such pain made me cry. P.S. I was crying, so I couldn't do any practice swings. Oh, Lukako! Oh. Feel bad. I'll wait until then. You'll wait? It's already getting dark. Why not go home for tonight and come back tomorrow morning? No thanks. I'll wait. I want to know as soon as possible, even if it's just a microsecond sooner. Okay. That's the spirit. You're already fascinated by the conspiracy. You can't help but want to know what lies at the heart of CERN. If what you guys are saying is true, then this isn't something to joke about. No, it isn't. It really isn't. CERN is the world's top research institution. If they're doing secret experiments without publishing the results, they're making fools of scientists the world over. That's only if it's true, though. She finishes by emphasizing that point again. Doesn't look like she believes us. Anyway, Daru, I'll leave it to you. Okay. According to Daru's research, the IBN 5100 weighs 25 kilos. For now, we'll leave it on the shelf in the development room. We carry the cardboard box to the room, half dragging it, and Kurisu follows. Can you show me the phone wave? Yeah, okay. Indeed I can. Want to experiment? You haven't been able to send another email to the past yet, right? Do you know why? I can only shake my head. Hey, I'm kind of digging this. This is kind of dope. Her natural curiosity is getting the better of her, and now she just wants to do all this stuff. I think that's really, really fun. She's just sort of getting in here, and Rintaro is not being a dick about it. He's just sort of like, oh yeah, do you wanna work with me? Like, we can super do this if you want. Let's run some tests. Kurisu looks around the development room. Man, you have a ton of junk. It's not junk, they're inventions. Since you're new to the Future Gadget Laboratory, I'll explain. The future gadgets, the glorious fruits of our science. Future gadgets 1 through 7 are stored here. The phone wave, with which you are already familiar, is gadget number 8. Future gadgets, huh? Kurisu casually picks up future gadget number 4, Mode Snake, up from the shelf and stares at it. Hey, isn't this a weapon? Future gadget number 4, Mode Snake, designed after a Claymore landmine, is an instant humidifier. How confusing. Yeah, dude, it kind of looks dangerous. Those things blow up. Insert water and turn the power on, and in mere seconds it generates a thick cloud of steam. So it's junk. I thought so. Kurisu sighs and returns Mode Snake to the shelf. I'm borrowing this. Without waiting for a reply, she grabs Daru's never-worn lab coat from the shelf and puts it on gallantly. Whoa. It's just not right without a lab coat. Oh, it's kind of cute. I love that. I love that. Oh my god, that's awesome. Overcome with emotion, I seize Kurisu's hand and grasp it firmly. Hey! You get it, don't you? You understand me. Get what? Let go. If you're gonna do science, you need a lab coat, right? I told Daru over and over, but he wouldn't wear one. But my assistant is different. She put it on before I even said anything. I knew you were meant for this, Christina. You're the best assistant a mad scientist could ask for. I don't know if that's supposed to be a compliment, but it's coming off as an insult. Now let go. She shakes off my head and turns her back to me. At least it's good, because it's never been worn. So, or maybe this fateful encounter between you and that lab coat was decided by destiny long ago. Daru not wearing it was just another inevitability. This is the choice of Steins. Oh, he's gonna punch him in the gut or something. Shut up so we can start the experiment. Alrighty, let's get down to brass tacks. Kurisu thrusts both hands into her lab coat's pockets, then bends down to look at the time machine now placed underneath the table. The previous experiment broke the table and even left a hole in the floor. There's a danger that will happen again if we successfully reproduce the discharge phenomenon, so unfortunately we'll have to leave it on the floor for now. So, you haven't tampered with the microwave at all? I point to the X68000? Yeah, there's a code on the screen. It's in terminal mode now. We can change the factory settings like this, make the microwave do things its manufacturer never intended. How was it set when the discharge phenomenon occurred? Nothing out of the ordinary. It was at factory settings. A banana. Oh, my voice cracked. Banana. The bunch of bananas only has 3 bananas left. Poor Mayuri. Dude, you can't just say that now that someone else is doing it. Come on, man. Oh, so I don't need your permission then. I'll go buy new bananas tomorrow. Kurisu takes one banana from the bunch, squats down, and places it inside the phone wave, name subject to change. She begins to type on her phone. She pushes send, and the phone wave begins to turn backwards. After 120 seconds, the chime rings. Nothing happened. The banana is still in the microwave, unjellified. Oh, ow. What happened? Is it hot? She starts blowing on her fingers. Oh, it's hot. So it just did what a normal microwave does. Huh. This proves that the hidden function Mayuri found wasn't a freezing function, but we knew that already. Undaunted, Kurisu throws in a new banana, and once again begins reverse rotation for 120 seconds. But the second banana warms up too. We can't reproduce the jellification phenomenon, much less send mail to the past. What does this mean? I guess what happened earlier was an irregularity after all. I don't know if that's necessarily true. You guys just need to figure out what the variables are so you can reproduce it. I don't know if it's an irregularity or not, but we ought to investigate the cause. I agree. We agree for once. But Kurisu's motives and my motives are probably the exact opposite. My assistant here wants to disprove my theory that the phone wave is in fact a time machine. In the previous experiment, after spending 120 seconds in the phone wave, the banana teleported back to the bunch jellified. We should consider that it returned to its state 120 seconds before. Wrong. If it returned to its state 120 seconds before, it wouldn't be jellified. So she wants to say that because it was jellified, it didn't travel back in time. The chicken returned to its frozen state without jellifying. That logic is dubious. Sure, it ended up frozen, but did you examine the possibility that it might have jellified first? No, I didn't. I think Mayuri ate the refrozen chicken. Salt didn't jellify. You mean nothing changed? After the discharge phenomenon occurred last time, we spent all night experimenting with cabbage, radishes, rice, cognac, melon bread, crunchy-kun, and cup noodles. Nothing happened. The same thing with liquids. On that day, our success rate took a 180-degree turn. Before the discharge phenomenon, everything succeeded. After the discharge phenomenon, everything failed. Is the microwave storing electricity? You said that jellified objects became fractal structured, right? Salt has a simple structure by nature, so maybe that had an effect. But how could electricity be related? Here, we should think under the assumptions of time travel theory. No, it's not good to start thinking from the conclusion, that's true. We've already had several successful experiments, you can't deny that. I'm not especially concerned whether this thing is a time machine or not. To begin with, it's physically impossible for this tiny little microwave to produce energy equivalent to the Big Bang. Kurisu frowns deeply. We can't reproduce the discharge phenomenon nor the fractalization. There should be a reason why. We haven't changed our methods. We haven't changed the settings. We haven't changed the experimental subjects either. There must be some other variable. There we go, it's exactly what I was saying. Maybe it's the one who observes it? I mean... Oh, that feels way too unscientific. What do you mean by that? Quantum theory. The observer is an important element to the experiment. There were 4 of us here when the discharge phenomenon occurred last time, but before that, it occurred when Hashida-san was alone. Each time fractalization occurred, there were either 2 or 3 people observing. You and I each saw both phenomena. In other words, the conditions haven't changed. In that case... This is tough. Yeah, they're really talking through it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Then I hear a rumbling sound from Kurisu's stomach. Oh, are you hungry, dude? We got food, I think. Hungry? Shut up! I haven't eaten anything since lunch. Kurisu turns away. She looks at her watch. It's already 8? Just eat a banana, but only one of the 2 we just warmed. They are, after all, the fruit of our experiment. That's pretty funny, I like that. Nice one, man. Or you can take something from our stock of cup noodles. Could be fun. Don't want any? Well, since you have lived in America for so long, I guess you'd prefer fast food instead. Cup noodles. What? What? I'll have cup noodles, please. Cup noodles? What flavors? What flavors do you have? Soy sauce flavor and chicken flavor. I could go for some cup noodles right now. Chicken. Chicken time. She seems in the mood to eat. Also, do you have a fork? Fork. Do you have a fork? Yeah, probably do. It's past midnight. Ah. At 8 o'clock, the two of us silently ate cup noodles and warm bananas. Daru said he didn't want any, and ever since then, we've been examining the phone wave. I've mainly focused on the terminal mode settings through the X68000. The programs Daru wrote are all wizard class, though, so I can't understand most of them. What do you mean by that? Okay. Sure. Whatever, man. An insanely skilled hacker. Oh, I don't usually see this view. That's fun. Kurisu's been examining the AC adapter in the lab's electrical switchboard for a while, though we stopped her when she tried to disassemble them. It's early morning and she still shows no signs of leaving. Where's she staying anyway? She's been in Japan for 1 or 2 months, and she did say she was going back to America this month. The trains aren't running this late, so I guess she might not be able to leave even if she wants to. But in that case, why didn't she leave before the train stopped? Don't tell me she had plans to stay. No girls have ever stayed over at the lab. Mighty has a curfew, so she always goes back to Ikebukuro. Daru and I frequently stay here, though. It's not an exaggeration to say we live here half the time. Maybe it's normal for American girls to stay overnight in labs. Is it okay to stay here this late? Perhaps you should contact your family. No need. What? Do your parents let you do whatever you want? You guys are adults. Well, she's a minor, but no. She's freshly an adult, I'm pretty sure. Kurisu turns to me and sighs. I haven't seen my father in 7 years. My mother's in America. I see. We understand. Yeah, we get it. Living in a hotel? Well, true. Renting an apartment for just a month is absurd, but... You damn celebrity. If you're American, then you should at least use a motel instead of a hotel, right? I don't know what that means. I'm not American, and there aren't any motels in the heart of Tokyo. Let's start a hotel. What do you mean? It's a normal hotel in... Ochanomizu. Thank you, Makize. Then you can walk from here, can't you? Sure. I see, so that's why she's so flexible with her schedule. I finally understand. So, tell me about your father. Sorry? Oh, dude. Sore subject, man. You said you haven't seen him in 7 years? Why do you care about my father? Yeah, dude, she's very obviously guarded about it. Chill out. Come on. You're the one who mentioned him. Isn't that basically a hidden message saying, please give me some advice about my father, please? You're crazy. You are my assistant, and I can't let my assistant have any worries. So tell me everything that's on your mind. Oh, that... In some warped way, that's kind of sweet. Kurisu pouts and says no more. Instead, she glares at the circuit box on the wall. What's wrong? Yeah, man, she doesn't want to talk about it. Come on. Oh, I know. Your father was a hero, but then he fell to evil and now he wears a black mask and cape and goes... Goes what? Good lord, he's talking so fast. I think I heard Kurisu's teeth grind. You're really mad at me, aren't you? Don't make fun. Kurisu doesn't look me in the eye, but her low voice tells me how mad she is. Of people's family issues like that. You're trampling on my heart. Oh. Could her father's situation be a Really? Could it be a landmine? Wow. I never would have guessed. Maybe I should apologize. Yeah, you probably should, man. I try to think of the words, but before I can say anything... Oh, I thought it was Rintaro, but it's Daru. Did he get in? Daru's war cry echoes through the lab. Okay, sick. So, this is super cool, and I'm ready for more info, but I was kind of hoping for more character development between Rintaro and Makize. We'll get it, I'm sure. Did you get it? Mission complete. Mission complete. Daru shows his white teeth and a wide grin as he gives a thumbs up. Now we can peep as much as we want. And the IBN 5100 database? That's separate, duh. The server admin's unrelated. I mean, it's a database with normally unreadable code, so there's a limit on who can access it. Doesn't look like even the lab director can access it. There are positions higher than that? There's something called the SERN Executive Council. Sounds scary. Yeah, it sounds really scary. What about it? It's a fitting name for our enemy. It's true. It does sound evil. It really does. Kurisu looks at me coldly. Whatever. Let's leave the IBN 5100 database for another day. Run a search for data on time travel research. Okie dokie! Yeah, the Z program, that was scary. Seriously, it was. That and the Jellyman's report. Yeah, it sounds like nonsense, but it's true. We couldn't get concrete information on either before. Kurisu stares holes into the monitor. Her angry expression has disappeared. Look carefully and burn it into your eyes. The proof of CERN's actions, its deceit upon the world. Found the LHC project supervisor. That's a pretty important post. Right now we're peeking inside his computer. For Jelly. Thanks for explaining. Jelly starts with J. J-E-L-L-Y. That's fun. Careless mistake, so uncool. What I meant to say is that there's no way we'd have such a simple name. The name's hiding something important. There has to be a double meaning. Daughter who's been searching through the log suddenly stops. Got it, okay. He displays a graphic on the monitor. It looks like a scan of a very old paper document. The letterhead reads, Z program, top secret. Oh man, okay, we're actually about to see some stuff. Program began in 1973. When was CERN formed? 54. Okay. I asked Daru, but Kurisu answers instead, her tone flat. I thought that maybe CERN was formed with the Z program in mind, but 54 means my guess was off. When was the IBN 5100 put on the market? 75. So maybe that's why the IBN 5100 was central to CERN's operations. The years match, after all. No, that's wrong. It can't be something as stupidly simple as that. There has to be a worldwide conspiracy involved. Maybe IBN hid their proprietary programming language in the IBN 5100 for the sole purpose of its use in CERN's Z program. IBN and CERN are co-conspirators, and both of them are being manipulated from the shadows by an even larger organization. Yeah, that's way more interesting. No, the first thing was already interesting enough. It's not a coincidence, it's just, you know, a fact. A JPEG? Come on, I can't copy-paste this. The text isn't in French. What's on screen right now looks like English. There's French, Dutch, and German versions too. The content looks the same though. CERN's purpose heading into the 21st century shall be to establish control over space and time, thereby to enable the destruction of extant history and the creation of an everlasting utopia. That really what she's reading? Ruled by the committee that encompasses the entirety of past and future events. Kurisu suddenly starts speaking at a stilted clip. Makise can do English. Your study abroad in America was all for the sake of today, wasn't it? Of course not. Stop assigning people roles in your fantasy world. Daughter relinquishes his chair, allowing Kurisu to sit in front of the computer. Whoa, hold on. I thought she was just making this up. One second. Let's look at the log really quick. What did that say? CERN's purpose heading into the 21st century shall be to establish control over space and time, thereby to enable the destruction of extant history and the creation of an everlasting utopia ruled by the committee that encompasses the entirety of past and future events? What? In order to maintain this project's secrecy and to allow its name to remain relevant in changing circumstances, we designate it the Z program. Z, like the Greek omega or the Cyrillic Ya. It is forbidden to assign any meaning to this name or to seek in its significance beyond the project itself. Negative returns are predicted should this edict be violated. The Z program is a top-secret project spanning international borders. Like electromagnetic wave research, it has been approved for top priority funding by the Committee of 300. This is on February 2nd, 1975, it looks like. Henceforth, all of the research performed by CERN shall function to keep the Z program's existence secret. I guess Kurisu is reading the preface to a document. It's getting rather dull. What do you mean it's getting rather dull? This is insane! What are you talking about? Is there anything specific about what exactly the Z program is? Dado types on the keyboard from the side, bringing up another window. Yeah, no, this is actually insane. Their purpose is... Here. Their claimed purpose is insanity. What do you mean it's... What is it? Kurisu bends forward and stares wide-eyed at the words on the screen. What is it? The purpose of the Z program is to perform time-space displacement experiments by means of high-energy proton-proton collisions. Teleportation? Time-space displacement experiments. In other words, is it just time travel? Okay. Okay, it's all but confirmed. Now 3 of them have seen it. They're witnesses. They have read this document that they have admittedly illegally obtained, or at least seen. I have to struggle to keep from shouting. Where's Suzuha? I have a feeling she's lurking somewhere. I quickly run over to the window and close it. Hey! Good man! Good man! Good man! It might make it hotter inside, but it would be worse if people outside overheard us. No way. It was true? You're telling me they've been deceiving the world for nearly 40 years? Just as I suspected, a great shadow lurks behind CERN, most likely the organization or one of its puppets. What organization, you chunibyo nutjob? At least try to be serious some of the time. Anyway, shouldn't it be the committee instead of the organization? That's what it says here. The committee of 300? I don't think they mean CERN's executive council. What are they talking about? That sounds like an evil organization, the committee of 300. The world is full of lies. It's not as beautiful as you think. Listen, Okarin. I am listening. The committee of 300 is the dark power that controls every secret society, every government, every multinational corporation. You're making things up again. It's the truth. Google it if you don't believe me. Until now, the human race, for all its accomplishments, has never been able to overcome the barrier called time. The technology of time travel, which can break through the barrier, will change the course of human history. Literally. As it was when we split the atom, this forbidden fruit has the potential to grant us godlike power. Not a man exists who can resist its temptation. And naturally, all those with power will use any means at their disposal to obtain it. Human mortality is not but a joke to those who would stand with the gods. Okay, I thought he was reading the screen, but this is all just his delusion again. Well, okay, no, there's some truth about man being drawn to power like that, but like, come on, man, chill out. Just read what's on the screen, because what's on the screen is already insane enough, alright? It's quite a speech. Since you seem to know so much about it, does that mean you're aiming for godhood too? What Hoin Kyoma desires is the destruction of all who would call themselves gods, the collapse of their hateful system in a glorious new age of chaos. Okay, I think she's starting to learn how to converse with Rintaro. I think she's starting to learn like how to get to the actual man beneath the facade. I am Hoin! In other words, you don't have your own reason. Oof. Oof. Damn you, assistant. How dare you attack my very identity? Yeah. Daru knows what's up. Keep reading. What do you mean, forget about me? I'm tired of listening to conspiracy theories. I'm more interested in the Z program than in your delusions. Dang. He doesn't care. I told you, they're not delusions and they're not theories, but Daru does have a point. Our top priority now is to expose the dark side of the international research organization known as CERN. The Committee of 300 seems evil enough, man. I think you don't need to make up anything else. Continue. At least show respect when you're asking a favor. Though huffing out complaints, Kurisu obediently goes back to translating. Stage 1. Construction and implementation of the Large Hadron Collider. Over the past half-century, beginning with the proton synchrotron complete in 1959, particle accelerator technology has reached the point where standardized results may be obtained. Stage 2, implementation and testing of lifter technology. The formation of more than 2 artificial localized singularities, as well as the formation of Kerr black holes, will become possible when this stage is complete. In order to hide the program's true goal, it is necessary to intentionally leak misinformation regarding the formation of black holes. Okay? Animal experimentation. Stage 4, human experimentation. Right? Kurisu stops talking. She takes a deep breath, then finally mutters angrily. Yeah, baby. This is what I've been waiting for. This is what Rintaro has been waiting for. I know it. For real? You guys are suddenly way in over your heads. This is scary stuff. Oh god, the sudden cut in the music made me get goosebumps. A chill runs up my spine. I admit it. Some part of me still saw this as a game. I was elated to discover that an institution as respected as CERN was actually doing time travel research. After all, we ourselves had succeeded, whether by chance or design, in producing our own time travel phenomenon. I thought that maybe we could beat CERN to the first functional time machine design. And wouldn't that be something? But now, just like I said to Kurisu, the world is full of lies. Morals are meaningless. Was it really okay for us to get involved in this? That's what I'm thinking. Oh. Remember when we hacked in before? I'm pretty sure that email we read said this. Result error. Human is dead mismatch for details. See the Jellyman's report. Oh my god, they're in stage 4. They've already experimented on humans. They're already doing it. And humans are dying. Someone died? Could that have something to do with human experimentation? My throat goes dry. Cold sweat seeps through my brow, and it's not because of the heat. Kurisu and Daru are waiting for me to speak. Are they entrusting the decision to me? I ask myself, is this really okay? Are you sure? There's no turning back. True. But can I live with myself if I ignore this conspiracy? Daru. Look up the Jellyman's report. Really? Really? But first, Christina. You should leave. Why are you suddenly... The Jellyman's report... It just gives me a bad feeling. Once we see it, we can no longer return to our normal lives. I think he's right. Oh god, I've got such a bad feeling. I don't know how they did it, but they built up the tension and suspense so well. I don't know how, I really don't. But I've got goosebumps, and lots of them. You're a genius. You're already published, for crying out loud. There's no need to throw away your promising future. Are you worried about me? Of course I am. You are my assistant after all. I keep telling you I'm not your assistant. Thanks for your concern, but I'm not leaving. We need to expose this truth to the world. No, it's too dangerous. You chickening out? We're powerless against this conspiracy. One wrong move, and they'll have us erased. But still, this isn't a game. I'm not joking here. You know it's bad when the delusional guy gets really serious. You know it's bad when he drops the entire facade and is like, hey man, I think that this is really bad stuff that we're dealing with, and I don't want you to get involved. However, it's not his place to make that decision for her, and I'm sure that she will make a decision herself. It's touching that he worries so much, though. Fine. I won't tell anyone. Though her expression shows she still doesn't agree, she finally submits. But I'm not leaving. It'll keep me awake at night. You won't regret this? I won't. She declares firmly. I don't know if it's her competitive spirit or if it's her bravery or if she's just ignorant to the ways of the world, but it doesn't look like I can persuade her to back down. What about you, Daru? Prepared? Well, I am a super hacker. He's comfortable even in this situation. And with my skills, they'll never know we were there. That settles it. It's good that Mayuri's not here. I can't get her involved. I look Daru and Kurisu in the eye. Alright. Hajimeo. Let's begin. Kurisu gives the seat to Daru. Henceforth, this shall be known as Operation Legjorn's Chest? Is that a reference to something? In Norse mythology, in Norse mythology, the gigantic chest protected by 9 locks that contains the cursed sword Leviathan. I think that's how it's pronounced? I recognize the sword, the name of the sword. Are you guys ready? This is really intense, and suddenly it's just very real, very serious, very fast. We've taken a bit of a mood shift, a turn. I hope you guys are ready. I don't know if I am, but we're gonna forge ahead anyway. Why Norse mythology? Is that Norse mythology? Because it's cool, I guess. Anyway, what is it with men in military terms? Daru. Begin the operation. He soon finds the Jellyman's report. It required a second password authentication, which Daru broke through easily. Ready? I'm opening it. Daru looks at me and Kurisu. I wet my parched lips and nod. The air in the lab suddenly seems thicker. Unable to escape through the closed window, it surrounds us with an oppressive heat. Daru wipes the sweat off his forehead with a handkerchief, then timidly presses the enter key. The file opens. At first glance, it looks like a resume. There's a photograph on the top right. The top left has name, age, height, weight, and other information. In the center is a long string of English text. Underneath that, there's something attached, like a scan of a newspaper clipping with a black and white photo. And then I know. I know exactly what the Jellyman in Jellyman's report means. Are they doing to people what we've been doing to bananas? Is that what they're doing? And they're failing, and that's why people are dying? Jellyman's Report 10. Subject: James McCarthy. Age 31, American. Z program stage 4, date of experiment 2005, January of 2005. Kurisu bends over Daru's shoulder, reading the contents out loud. Results: error. Human is dead, mismatch. That again. It is believed that due to infinite compression by supergravity, the subject could not endure passage through the singularity inside the Kerr black hole. April 3rd, 1921, New York City. An unidentified man was discovered dead in an alley off Union Square. The right half of his body was embedded in a nearby wall. It sounds like Kurisu is reading the newspaper article at the end. The man's body. Holy crap. Holy crap. Holy crap, oh god. So, SERN sent someone back in time, but the experiment failed because the guy ended up completely dead, jellified, and halfway in through a wall. Oh god. Chapter 3, Butterfly Effects Divergence. The ticking of the clock is like a hammer inside my head. It's past 2 a.m. The window is closed and the lab is silent but for the humming of the computer. We stare at the gruesome image displayed on the monitor, speechless. I was right. We are in too deep. I half expect guys in black suits and sunglasses to kick down the door and drag us off to a secret military prison. Better make sure the door's locked. What's going on here? Daughter breaks the silence with a disbelieving whisper. They jellified someone? Upon hearing the familiar word jellified, I reflexively look at the bunch of bananas placed next to the computer. There's only one banana left. We didn't have a single successful experiment today, so none of them were jellified, but I don't think this is a mere coincidence. The jellified banana is produced by the phone wave, and the jellified corpse is produced by CERN's experiments. They seem identical in nature. They're experimenting on people. Kurisu speaks calmly despite her grim expression. She doesn't even avert her eyes from the gruesome image. And this means they've created a time machine, doesn't it? Even if it's not perfect. Huh? I'm still in shock, so I didn't quite grasp the meaning of Kurisu's words. This New York Times article is from 1921, 90 years ago. Look. Kurisu points to part of the black and white photograph, her finger shaking slightly. The jellified corpse of a man, she's pointing to his shoulder, which has writing on it. Perhaps it was printed on his clothes. It's fused onto the jellified body, but you can somehow manage to read it. Oh my god. CERN 213. CERN 213547? So, CERN used the Large Hadron Collider to send someone back to 1921? Looks like they failed to keep him alive, though. Is this the only report? 14 people. I mean, this experiment was in 2005. Which experiment number was this? Was this experiment number 4? More jelly men. That means more jellified people. More victims of human experimentation. I swallow hard. I'm awfully thirsty. I take a cold Dr. Pepper out of the fridge and wet my throat. Show me the others. Daru pulls up another report. Without being told to, Kurisu begins translating out loud. This is in French. This is January 2001. The body or cadaver of a man who's buried in the forest. Shoot. I am struggling to read the rest of it. Et unifié avec un tronc de... what? He's buried in a trunk of a tree? And something, the body, something gel. Yeah. Jellyman's report 9. Age 26, Canadian. 4, date of experiment 2004. Okay, got it. Yeah, time 210 or 1410. Mismatch. I think it's in French. I can't read it. I can. You can read the date though. January 31st, 2001. Pau, France? Pau? Sure. 2001, that's fairly recent. A pretty big difference from James McCarthy, who jumped nearly 90 years back. Data calls up a machine translation giving us the following. Collapsed male corpse discovered in forest outside Pau, France. Its left foot was fused to a tree trunk and the body had jellified. Data goes to the next report. This is 8. Yeah, this is in English. British. In India, Tamil. Oh. October 2nd, 1972. 2004. This is in February. Human is dead. October 2nd, 1972, the jellified body of a woman was discovered on the streets of Dharmapuri in Tamil Nadu, India. There were signs that the body had been run over by a car. Thought it goes next to the next page. German. 2002. Is dead. Mismatch. The article clipping is written in Japanese. Looks like a pre-war newspaper. The corpse of what is believed to be a jellified human was discovered at the base of Mount Hiei in Kyoto. It was in a damaged state, possibly from having slid down the slope. It even happened in Japan. I've never heard this story before. It was pre-war though, so I guess someone born in the 90s like me would have no way of knowing about it. Next page. 30 male, shows a beach, beautiful, but for the jellyfish-like body lying on the sand, it must have washed ashore. Number 6. Mark Hughes. They keep choosing young people. I guess it makes sense. 2002. Another dead one. Strange body washed ashore on the coast of Stramoy Faroe Islands. It appeared to be the body of an adult male, but its flesh was found on the body's shoulder, but SERN denies any involvement. Oh, they sent it too soon, or too recently. It appeared that but its flesh was soft like that of a jellyfish. Some of the island's inhabitants believe that it was the body of a merman. Keep looking. I've seen enough. There are 14 of these people. Sites are spread throughout the world. What can we deduce from this? They must have sent them to those places. I don't think so. It's too random. There was something about curved black holes and gravity, right? Isn't that the cause? It is believed that due to infinite compression by supergravity, the subject could not endure passage through the curved black hole singularity. That's what it said. What's a curved black hole? Is it different from a regular black hole? It's a theoretical black hole with a rotating singularity. Their existence hasn't been proven yet. Not that there's any way to prove one exists. Curved black hole. Where have I heard that term before? John Titor. Titor said his time machine used curved black holes. But his works, supposedly. According to Titor, CERN finished their time machine in 2034, and then Titor himself came from 2036, 2 years later. It makes sense for Titor and CERN to be using the same time travel technology. Kurusu closes her eyes deep in thought. Creating curved black holes? That's insane. If you screw up, it could swallow the Earth. And besides, curved black holes are just a theoretical construct. If Titor's predictions are a reality, then that means the LHC worst case scenario video on YouTube was right. I don't know about Titor's predictions, but I've seen the problem video before. It was on the news 2 or 3 years ago. Gravitational forces inside a black hole are unbelievably powerful. It's certainly possible that passing through one could allow time displacement, but there's no way a human could do that and come out alive. That must be how these people got jellified. It wouldn't just jellify you, it would tear you apart particle from particle. That's what a black hole does. Before we discuss this, shouldn't we look through the rest of their time machine research? Titor's already started pulling up new documents. I'm suddenly afraid. Is it okay to just keep hacking CERN like this? Should I stop him? I'm the one who asked him to do it, but things have gotten serious now. But at the same time, irresistible curiosity wells up inside me. Time travel is becoming a reality. I want to know that it's true. I can't stop now. But I think that that's where we're going to stop for today, guys. Whew. Oh man. Things are heating up. I'm invested. I hope you guys are too. This is getting wild. This is getting really, really wild. And I think that, it's just, I don't know how they built the tension like that. I have no idea how they did it. But I was there for it. The reveal was good. I kind of knew what was going to happen. I could have guessed. But, still good, still enjoyable, still entertaining. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I definitely did. And I will see you guys in the next video. So for now, have a good rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye.